sir. What it do, gang? We live, we back, man. Welcome back, or just welcome if it's your first time here. This is the Golden Goose DFS experience. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. We specialize in single entry 3 max and 20 max content, but have no fear, don't be scared away or shy away if those not your particular style of play or contest. If you do cash game, double ups, 150 max, it does not matter, man. If you playing NBA DFS, you want to be locked in with the gang over here, so trust me. Go on and hit that subscribe button. Turn your notification bells on so you know when the videos and content drop. You will not be sorry. Alright, one of the best things you can do today. Alright, I don't know what you got on your plate today, but this is one of the best things you can do is subscribing to this channel. Alright, and while you subscribing and clicking buttons, go on and click that like button for your boy, man. It's greatly appreciated. And I thank you for your support, man. It helps a small channel grow. We just been a small channel out here trying to blaze the people, bringing you quality plays day in and day out. Don't you think that deserves a like? Go on and do that for your boy. And it get some good karma headed your way, man. When you do good, you get good in return. Always remember that, gang. Alright? This is my starting 5 if you're new here, where I bring you 5 plays that's more than likely going to be in my player pool. I always say more than likely just because it's NBA DFS, man. It's late scratches, early scratches, after lock scratches, before lock scratches, everything, man. You got to be tuned into the news if you want to be a profitable NBA DFS player, all right? Before we get to the starting 5, you know I got my lineup review, going over my best scoring lineups from yesterday's slate, then diving into what we did right, what we did wrong, that sort of thing. So let's get into it, man. You know I don't like to hold you long. Yesterday, man, it's a rough one for us. 2 missteps, man. I know if you saw my video yesterday, I had too much Dennis Smith Jr. and too much Cam Whitmore. Just did not work out in my favor, and I don't even know if they was bad plays because they just did not get the minutes. Both of them only played like 20 minutes apiece. I mean, I don't get how you getting more minutes than that with everybody healthy. Now you get guys out and you getting less minutes. I don't get it, man. I was just wrong, but it happens, man. It happens. You wrong about the minutes sometimes. I thought they would be in that 25 to 30 minute range with guys out being over for both of their respective teams, but the coaches didn't see it that way, and there's nothing you can do about it. They only played 20 minutes apiece, so definitely a big letdown. I had too much of them. Too much Whitmore, too much Dennis Smith Jr. ultimately hurt me. This is my highest scoring lineup right here. This was in the $1.20 max, 330 at the top. Amen Thompson. I told you yesterday in the video it'll be crucial to see who gets to start him or Holiday, or did they move Whitmore into the starting lineup. They went with Amen Thompson, so he became everybody's chalk. And I mean, he was a great price starting at the point guard. You definitely had to like that. 66% on. He gave you 44 fantasy points. At the shooting guard, man, Dante DiVincenzo. I told the gang last night, man, all the Knicks were in play. They could absolutely destroy these Grizzlies, especially if all those Aldama, Vince Williams, all those guys were out. This could get really ugly. But if they was in, the game could be a little more competitive. And they actually did an okay showing once all those guys got ruled in. Dante DiVincenzo, 33% on, gave you a 55 burger. Very nice outing from him. Got to some Mikal Bridges here, 22% on, 41 fantasy points in the matchup against the Dallas Mavericks. Precious Achiuwa, one of my cornerstones last night, man. My 3 favorite plays last night, pretty much my core. Amen Thompson, once we got that news, Precious Achiuwa and Kyrie Irving was my 3 main guys, man. I had so much of them, almost 100% of those guys. Well, not Kyrie, about 60% on him, but them are my 3 main cornerstones. Precious Achiuwa, 47% on, 5,800, gave us 36 fantasy points. Very solid. Got to some Miles Turner here. Just wanted to get, like I always tell you guys, when you see a situation like that, like the Houston situation where you know guys are going to be playing 3 and 4 of these Houston guys, I always like to sneak a little run back in just in case. Because when you got for 3 and 4 guys to go off, especially if they're not extremely cheap. If they're extremely cheap, it does not matter. But if they got decent pricing, mid-tier pricing and things of that nature, if you're getting 3 or 4 guys from one team in your lineup, it's okay to slide somebody in from the other side because it's hard to get 4 guys to get there unless it's a close competitive game. So Miles Turner was my piece to get get a run back, so to speak, with from the Indiana Pacers side. And it's just everything I was reading and taking in yesterday. They say he could see more minutes having a guard Sengun. So I wanted to get to some Miles Turner as a little run back to some of those Houston pieces I was going to have in my lineup. I got him at 14%. He was okay for us. Almost hit 6x value here, but decent at 6K. Didn't help us, but didn't hurt us either. Kyrie Irving, 15%. Just came through with a 50 burger for me. Definitely love it. I should have got to some Luka as well. I was lower on Luka. I had more Kyrie and lower on Luka just because I know Luka been playing heavy minutes. Maybe they try to sneak him a little more rest in there, and I thought he would defer to Kyrie a little more, but both of them pretty much cooked in this matchup. You could have had both of them, and Luka was the highest scorer on the night. But Kyrie Irving still solid for us. Got to some Royce O'Neal, a guy I was fighting. I really didn't want Royce O'Neal, but Optimizer was loving him, so I left him in 33% on. He gave us 30 fantasy points. Very solid from him. And then Rudy Gobert here going against the Chicago Bulls. Just trying to get a different piece in there because I knew I'd be pretty chalky with the Precious Men Thompsons of the world. Rudy Gobert, 19% on, only 38 fantasy points. Okay for us. A nice little double-double from him going against these Chicago Bulls. All right? But like I said, overall rough day on the DFS. DK and FanDuel. Over here on FanDuel, got to some Jalen Brunson, 34% on, right at 50 fantasy points for him. Very solid. Dennis Smith Jr., man. Like I said, I'm not too mad about it because it ain't like he got 30 minutes and failed. He only played 20, so hey, ain't much you can ask for in 20 minutes, especially from a guy that's not a superstar. Just hurt us right here. Amen Thompson, man, 78% on, 44 fantasy points. Big day from the kid. Jalen Green was solid. He didn't get the peripherals, though. I told you he's a scorer. I thought he would have a chance at some more peripherals with no Fred VanVleet, but it just did not happen. Only 1 assist from him and 3 boards, but gave us 30 points. He ended up being okay. Just didn't get the peripherals like I thought he would get for a bigger day. David Roddy just sneaking a little value piece in here going to these Grizzlies. 11% on. He gave you 20 fantasy points. Cam Thomas was okay. Precious Achiuwa solid at 61% on. Royce O'Neal once again. And then I got to Afro Sengun down here. Probably should stay with my boy Cap. 43 fantasy points from him at 40% ownership. So, like I said, man, rough day all around. Just too much Dennis Smith Jr. and Cam Whitmore, man. Nothing else I can do about it. They just didn't get the minutes I thought they was going to get. But let's get to today's slate. Got a nice 7-gamer here. We're going to bounce back full here. Let's talk about it. At the point guard at the top, we're going to look at De'Aaron Fox. Sacramento Kings, like the highest point total on the slate. I think they got an implied team total of 126. Heavy favorites over here. So the dilemma you're going to face today, and all the high total games on the slate are pretty much projected to be blowouts. It's double-digit favorites if you go into these high total games. But I like getting the De'Aaron Fox 8,100. Definitely been picking up his play as of late. I'm going to continue to go to him. I didn't play him the last 2 or 3 games. I'm just going to continue to play him here. Him and Sabonis are just playing very well for this Sacramento team. I think they easily handle the Pistons here. Hopefully the Pistons have a little fight in them, but give me De'Aaron Fox as he's rounding back into shape, into form that he had last season. Sign me up, especially at this 8,100 price tag. Buying low on him here. He's a high 8, low 9s type of player. We've seen him in there in the past, so definitely buy low here on De'Aaron Fox. Gonna have plenty of them. Just hope the Pistons can keep it a little close for me. At the shooting guard, I want to look at Klay Thompson. Now, this is more of a 20 max play. I probably won single entry or 3 maximum, but I want to get to him. I like the price tag, 5,400, and I'm just expecting him to come out with a little more inspired play, man. You seen in the news if you pay attention. He didn't close out the last couple of games, just not been playing well. He's visibly upset. They're talking about him, and his play has just been very sporadic. We getting him at 5,500 here. I think he's going to come out a little motivated just from the articles and interviews I've been seeing. I think he comes out motivated to give a good performance here, not closing out the last couple of games, and I want to take a shot on that. Like I said, it's a 20 max play, man, because he's very risky. He's up and down, but given this Golden State Warriors team and how he's been playing and the way he's upset, I think he comes out inspired and ready to play. And if he gets it going, you know the Golden State Warriors is a type of team that whoever gets it going, they will just feed him. So if Klay Thompson is having one of them games where that shot is falling, they will feed him. And I like getting guys in 5,500 that I know has 40-point upside in the bag. He got 40, 50-point upside in the bag. So I like buying low on him here. Like I said, more of a 20 max play. I probably wouldn't do it in single entry or anything like that, but I'm definitely going to get to some Klay Thompson tonight, all right? At the small forward, it's his brother's turn, man. Want to look at Ausar Thompson here, 4,400. His twin brother Amin had a great game yesterday. Now we waiting on some injury news. I like Ausar Thompson provided Bogdanovich is out. He's been seeing solid minutes the last couple of games regardless. But if Bogdanovich is out, I think that can just ensure the minutes for him. I think he can approach 30 minutes. He's in 27, 24 minutes in the last two games with them in. If we can get Bogdanovich out, Isaiah Stewart is already out. Maybe he moves into the starting lineup here and he can give us a good performance. Just a little value play I'm looking at early here, but we're gonna have to wait on that news. Even if Bogdanovich is in, I still think he gets pretty minutes. Like I said, 27 pretty good minutes. 27, 26 minutes in the last couple of contests. Gave a nice performance last time out. If he moves into the starting lineup, I'm gonna love him. If Bogdanovich plays, I'm still going to get to him off the bench. So just a sneaky little value piece here I like going against these Sacramento Kings. I hope they got that twin connection. He seen his brother play good last night. Maybe he want to follow up. I'm going to take some shots on him, all right? At the power forward, I want to look at Zion Williamson. He's questionable, but he's been questionable the last couple of games. I like him in this spot. He didn't play much last game, only 22 minutes, but because it was a big blowout going against the Toronto Raptors. Game before that, you see in a close contested game, he's got 36 minutes and gave you a 52 burger. The reason why I like him in this spot, I know the Clippers have been playing well, that defense has been playing well, but I don't know how they a plan to guard Zion. CJ McCollum up top and Brandon Ingram is going to have tough defensive matchup, man. The Clippers have great defense on the wings with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, so Brandon Ingram can see plenty of both of those defenders. I don't know who they assigned to Zion. They may let Kawhi get him, but hopefully Zion's smart enough to take advantage of his size against Kawhi. Kawhi is a great, smart, savvy defender, but the Clippers lack of front court defense, man. They don't really have the bigs down there. Zubac will be over there battling with J Val. It's going to be interesting. It's probably Kawhi on Zion. Hopefully Zion can take advantage of his size and come out a little more aggressive here. I like this price tag on him at 7,300. He's been very up and down. He's a borderline single entry play for me because I know he's going to be lower owned in this matchup, but I like getting a Zion at 7,300 here. Hopefully he can take advantage down low, produce a nice double-double for us here in this spot. And at the center spot, man, I want to go back to Onyeka Okongwu. Should still be in the starting lineup. Clint Capella out a couple of weeks over there. He was okay last time out going against the, I think it was the Clippers. Yeah. 34 minutes, only gave you 26 fantasy points. I love the scoring output. He didn't rebound the ball that well, but in a game that's 149 to 144, probably wasn't all that many rebounds to be had. So I'm okay with this. I think he can pick that up here in this matchup against the Boston Celtics. I like going right back to Okongwu. I hope the ownership is down on him, all right? But there you have it, just starting five for DraftKings. De'Aaron Fox, Klay Thompson, Ausar Thompson, Zion Williams, and Onyeka Okongwu, man. Get you some exposure to these guys. You know I'm going to have them in my player pool for sure. Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what we feeling over there. All right? At the top, I want to look at Emmanuel quickly, 7,400. Now, this is an interesting game environment, Toronto versus the Charlotte Hornets. I like this game to sneakily go over here. Both of these teams' defenses are a little lackluster here. And if the offense is going, Brandon Miller's been playing well. If Bridges has his shot going, they can find their shots here for the Charlotte Hornets side. I'm not really worried about Toronto. I think this game got a good chance of going over. I probably bet the over on this spot. But that's a side note. Emmanuel quickly, 7,400. Blowout last time. He didn't get a lot of minutes. I expect him to be perfectly fine here against this Charlotte Hornets. Like I said, I'm expecting some scoring here. I like this over here. Emmanuel quickly running the point. Definitely got some interest in going against the Charlotte Hornets. At the shooting guard, I'm staying with Klay Thompson, man. 6,100. This is your GPP 20 max play of the day from your boy Goose Hill, man. Tournaments, 20 max, feel free to fire away at Klay Thompson. I know I am at 6,100 for all the reasons I just gave to you. Give me some Klay Thompson today. At the small forward, I want to look at Kawhi Leonard, 9,500. He has just been on a tear, man. He is playing very well. This whole Clippers team has just been playing very, very well. They looking like a strong contender for the championship. If they can continue this and stay healthy, give me Kawhi Leonard at 9,500. He's a star. You don't really need a breakdown from me, man. Superstars can get it done any night, no matter the matchup. You just got to hope they have it going. I like Kawhi here. We'll see what he got to do on the defensive end. Hopefully, guarding Zion don't take too much out of him. Like I said, I don't know what they're going to do, who they're going to put on him. But Kawhi Leonard just been on the tear. This Clippers team been on the tear. I don't mind going back to him at 9,500. At your power forward spot, man, I want to look at Marcus Morris, another potential value piece here for the Philadelphia 76ers. We have Batum is out here, so I don't know if Morris slates into that starting power forward spot or how they plan to attack it, but it should mean at least 20 to 25 minutes for Marcus Morris, maybe a little bit more if he's in that starting lineup. I think he has a 30-minute upside if he is starting here in this spot, but I like him at 4,200 going against these Golden State Warriors. Nice little value piece over here on FanDuel that I got my eye on. And at the center spot, man, give me Domantas Sabonis going to these Sacramento Kings again. Speaking of tears, Sabonis is just working out this season. Triple doubles. He is playing great basketball right now. I like him in the going against the Detroit Pistons. I like the King stars over there. Just Sabonis and Fox. I'm gonna have plenty of them. Like I said, the highest implied team total on the slate. I don't think Jalen Duren will be able to do anything with him down there. Now, he might not get as many rebounds today. Like, I got to check his rebound prop. I haven't looked at it. But if it's 12 or 13, something like that, I might take the under on that because Duren going to battle with him on them boards. So, his rebound total might not be as high today. But I still like him, man. Points, assists. He's doing a little bit of everything. Sign me up for Domantas Sabonis. There you have it, man. Your starting five for FanDuel. Domantas Sabonis, Marcus Morris, Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, and Emmanuel Quickley. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. You know they're going to be in mine. Y'all know, man, any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down low in the comment section. Hit me up on Twitter. Talk to me. I talk back, man. That's going to do it for us here today. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Let's get it.